Felipe Micheletti.
Nicknamed the White Tiger. He's the #3 light heavyweight in the world today, and he believes if he can stop Luis Tavares tonight, a title shot is in his near future.
Absolutely. Tavares sitting at #2, Micheletti at #3, and he's coming off a win over Hammer Lane, so he's right up there for the next shot.
It's Luis Tavares.
On Luis Tavares' return to glory. Whoa, boy. And with the Matrix move to Tavares.
Going straight to the top. I want to become champion in glory. I don't care what people think about me, you know. I'm very outspoken. Some people can mistake that as being arrogant. Some people like it, some people don't. All of my opponents, they are really just standing in my way. They're just there to get beat by me.
He arrives in Paris fresh off a split decision win in Rotterdam at Glory 62. Please welcome Luis Tavares.
Such a nice guy, so laid back. There's that $1 million smile. But Joe, something changes in him when he steps between the ropes.
Yeah, he's a really intelligent fighter. He really prides himself in having good ring IQ. So that's where he feels his biggest advantages. But a big advantage for him is that he's fought in heavyweights. And one of his highlights of his career was he has a win over Jafar Wilness, you know, as a heavyweight. So he's not intimidated by the big size and power that people have.
Yeah, at other organizations, he's been both a heavyweight and light heavyweight champion. He believes he has the skill set to defeat Artem Bahitov if he gets the chance. But tonight, he has his hands full with the White Tiger. Here's our tale of the tape. Light heavyweight showdown. Both these men in their primes, 28 and 29 respectively, similar in height. Micheletti with an 1.5 reach edge.
Professional experience, big edge for Luis Tavares. When it comes down to KO percentages, slight advantage again for Tavares.
3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Punches, kicks, and knees, they're the legal strikes. 3 knockdowns in round 4 in the fight, and it's a TKO.
And the belts will be scored using the following prioritized criteria. We start with knockdowns, followed by cumulative damage inflicted, followed by number of clean scoring strikes with an emphasis on spectacular techniques, followed by normal techniques. Finally, if there's no clear advantage, judges look for aggression.
5 judges will score the fight on a 10-point must system. Additional points are deducted for knockdowns or rule violations. And yes, the scores will be posted on your screen and here in the arena after each round. 7 judges working tonight on rotation, 5 for each fight. As you can see, they are all from Europe.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this light heavyweight matchup is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He is a Pan American and world champion whose professional record stands at 15 wins and 7 losses, 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He stands 6'4" and 1/2 inches, 1.94 meters, and he weighed in at 207.7 pounds, 94.2 kilograms. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, it is Felipe, the White Tiger, Micheletti. Here now is his opponent, standing on my right and fighting out of the white corner, a 2-division European champion who comes in a winner of 7 of his last 8 fights. As a professional, 60 wins, just 7 losses, and 22 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He stands 6 feet 3 and 1/2 inches, 1.92 meters, and weighed in at fight time at 208.8 pounds, 94.7 kilograms. Fighting out of Rotterdam, the Netherlands, here is the infamous Luis Tavares. And the referee in charge of this bout is Paul Nichols.
Gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves if you like. Push back. Judge, timekeeper.
A big fight in the light heavyweight division. Number 2 versus number 3. Tavares in the white gloves, Micheletti in the black.
You see Tavares already wanting to switch stances, stay loose on the outside. Where Micheletti more of that pressure style, good low kicks.
You know, both these guys look like they could be heavyweights with a few more pounds. Left hook there from Micheletti.
Break! Fight!
Tavares with a straight jab to the abdomen there. Micheletti. Tavares born in Rotterdam, Netherlands. You saw in that little piece, his dream was to play for soccer club Feyenoord, and he was well on his way, signed a contract with a junior team, but his brother introduced him to kickboxing, and he said, man, this is a lot better. Put football, as they call it, on the back burner and turned his attention to this sport, and here he is, perhaps just one win away from a world title shot.
Yeah, he's motivated for a title shot. He made a glory debut at Glory 9 against Vakitov. And since that, he lost by TKO. So he's motivated to get back and get a rematch.
Good counter left there from the Brazilian.
Yeah, he's finding that counter left hook quite a bit.
Micheletti, as an amateur, went 30-7 with 15 KOs and won the Brazilian national championship at super heavyweight.
Yeah, he's got some impressive fights on his career. He's fought Saulo Cavallari, Alex Pereira, Guido Inocente. He's fought all the top Brazilians.
Tavares was not happy with his recent glory fight. He did win, but it was a split decision victory over Artur Gorlov. There's a nice little combo shot. Tavares.
Yep, Tavares.
Good left hand, and that buckles Micheletti. Good left hook.
Yeah, he says no, but that definitely landed.
Oh, that landed right on the button.
It was Micheletti who said his advantage in this fight is the power, where Tavares says it's his ring IQ. And you see that with him trying to mix stances, create different angles with his footwork.
Let go. Break.
It is very hot in this arena here tonight. We're in Paris, downtown Paris. So fatigue could be a factor in these bouts. We're in the midst of summer here in Paris. Local time 9:15 or 9:18 rather p.m. Hello to those of you watching on the west coast of the United States, 3 p.m.
Micheletti liking the kicks over the hands, where Tavares prefers to box.
Stop!
Luis Tavares, nicknamed the Infamous. He got that nickname because of all the fights he got into in the neighborhood. They're like, man, you don't want to fight this guy. He's infamous. And he has won 5 of his last 6.
His opponent, the number 3 ranked light heavyweight from Brazil, Micheletti, nicknamed the White Tiger. Signature strike, that rear uppercut. He says it's a strike that's not used. It's very underused in kickboxing. We haven't seen much of it today, but let's see if he can land it.
Time!
Tavares says his goal here in Glory is to beat Artem Vakitov. His first Glory fight was at Glory 9, New York, and it was a fight against the Russian. He lost that bout. In fact, he was stopped. As we look at the Georgia scorecards, 3 give it to Tavares, 2 to Micheletti. He went on a hiatus from Glory for a long time, came back and fought Gorloff in December. So in all, this is his 3rd Glory fight, but he has 67 pro bouts. Who did you think won that first round?
Well, I thought that the slight edge going to Luis Tavares just from that little stumble that he landed. I mean, that's what, very slight though. I like Micheletti's kicks.
Break! Fight!
Micheletti told us, hey, I may be 29, but I'm not in my prime yet. I'm getting better every fight. I'm going to be a champion, just need to go step by step. And of course, Tavares is a big step.
Yeah, and we asked him about title shots, and he says he definitely wants one, but if he has to take a few fights and continue to develop and gain experience, he's down for that too.
Fight!
Just loves to fight.
A sweep there from Tavares, he'll be warned.
No sweeps. Okay?
Paul Nichols on top of it.
You okay? Fight!
4 fights on this card tonight, 2 of them world title bouts. There you see at the bottom of your screen. Mexen, Olafson, Doonbay,
Nabiev.
And Nabiev. I looked at him, I thought, what's Vahitov's doing up here? That is Nabiev, and next it's Hamicha, the one-name wonder, ranked 4th in the world in the welterweight division. His head kick earlier this year, one of the leading candidates for knockout of the year.
Tavares now showing
nice kick from Micheletti.
Yeah, Tavares is moving his head now. Micheletti's now mixing head kicks. But as soon as a fighter moves his head, his feet stay planted, so that's better time for low kicks or body punches.
Tavares still moving around, circular fashion, making Micheletti chase him a bit.
Mixing in that head movement.
Good body kick again. Micheletti, when he throws a kick, he puts 100% into it. Good uppercut there from Tavares.
Yeah, Tavares more content with hitting and moving, trying to score his points, then mixing in his power punch. Micheletti just wants to let that power go every time he throws.
Glory 67 in the United States from Orlando for the first time ever. Silver Spurs Arena, featherweight world title on the line. Pech Panamarong, the number 2 ranked Anvar Boy Nazarov. These 2 fighters come in with a combined 257 victories and 80 KOs. Also featured Elvis Gashi and Asa Tin Pak. That's Friday, July 5th. Hello to our beautiful Glory girls. Learn all you want to know about them on glorykickboxing.com. We've got Belgium, Sweden, and the United States represented with our Glory girls.
Time. Fight!
We'll soon see the open scoring. What needs to happen here in the 3rd round? They'll hug and slap gloves. Joe, do you like that stuff?
Well, 3rd round, I think it deserves it if it's a good fight. I mean, they're sportsmen at the end of the day. It doesn't mean they're not going to fight hard. Just, hey, I respect. Now let's fight.
3 and 2. And yes, it will all come down to this 3rd round. One judge has Tavares winning, Micheletti on another judge's scorecard. 3 have it even.
Yeah, the judges must be liking those power kicks of Micheletti, because every time they land, you can hear them. Where Tavares using more of that pepper-style boxing and movement, being more the active fighter.
What do you want to see different from Tavares here in round 3?
Well, maybe mix in some of his kicks and try to sit on some of his power shots a little bit.
Micheletti almost kicked him through the
Break.
top rope there.
Let go. Let go. Fight.
Tavares did land good body shots in the earlier rounds. Maybe he's got to go back there to try to set up the headshot.
Knee to the body from Tavares. That's a double slip. Actually, it looked like Micheletti was falling down and took Tavares with him.
Fight.
Most of his career, Micheletti has been a heavyweight, but he does look good as a light heavy. Very fit. Right hand connects there for Tavares. Elects not to follow it up, backs away. Another counter left. That time Micheletti was setting a trap, it looked like.
Yeah, he's showing that he wants to really throw power punches. And then he mixes his kicks.
Minute to go, third and final round here from Paris.
Fight.
Need to have a sense of urgency with 45 seconds to go.
Break. Fight.
Neither man has yet put his stamp on this fight.
Right now, at this point, it's got to put that volume out there.
You're in the corner, I believe Tavares yelled, "Let your hands go."
Yeah, it's so close now. You got to get that last 10 seconds to sway the judges.
So slopping in to a ho-hum fight, Joe. We'll go to the judges' scorecards. We didn't get the fireworks we hoped for, but one of these men will get the win. The decision next. We welcome you back to Paris. Our light heavyweight opener here on Glory 66 is done. Tavares versus Micheletti.
Close fight, and you know, it really came down to that third round, and it was really about the boxing and the movement of Tavares. He was trying to hit and move, trying to create angles with his boxing, but Micheletti continued to walk forward, landing more of the power shots, especially with his kicks. So everything Tavares had, he may have landed a few more, but Micheletti's had that power behind it. So close fight. I'm curious to see who the judges have on this one.
Final statistics. 30 of 86 punches for Tavares. Micheletti edging him out in the kicks. Total strikes pretty close.
Yeah, it seemed like Tavares may have been that more active fighter, but Micheletti stood right back. And it was Tavares using that boxing to mix the head and the body, where there was a lot of good low kicks from Micheletti.
Tim Hughes now with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Here now are the totals. They score this bout 29-28 Tavares, 29-28 Micheletti. And our 3 remaining judges also score the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Felipe Micheletti.
So a bit of a surprise as the White Tiger wins by split decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people expected Tavares to do a little bit more work, but Felipe Micheletti did what he had to do. He showed his pressure, showed his power, and he got a split decision win for it.
So Micheletti improves to 2-0 in Glory. He was ranked 3rd. You got to believe he's now at least jumping up to number 2 to replace Tavares. So a bright future for the Brazilian.
Glory for opportunity.